I'm on Communications. Tice Automotive. Wong Collision Center. And Zine. This is a presentation of KCRG TV9 Sports. It's Friday Night Lights live, only on KCRG 9.2.
From Iowa City, it's the battle for the boot as City High travels to West High to take on the Trojans. Good evening, I'm Morgan Hawk, joined tonight by Courtney Axline as City High comes in at 1-2, West High at 2-1. Courtney, there are few rivalry games as exciting as this one.
Yeah, I really think tonight is going to be a great game. The Trojans did lose last year 8-23, but both teams are coming off of wins last week. The Little Hawks won against Ames 53-14, and the Trojans won 56-20 against Muscatine last week. So you can see that both offenses are great. Both defenses are there, so I really think it's going to be a great matchup tonight.
Certainly could see a shootout, two really good quarterbacks, a lot of Division I talent on the field. We'll see City High's offense first. They will receive, as you see the fans have packed it in here tonight at Trojan Field as we get set for football here tonight. There you see City High. It is a warm evening. Take a look at our weather forecast for the rest of this one. A very warm day, temperature about 80 degrees at the moment, and clear skies. So perfect night for high school football. The City High Little Hawks led by Mitchell Moore, their head coach, while West led by Garrett Hartwig in his 11th season. We thank tonight's featured sponsor, I'm on Communications, as West getting set to kick this one off here tonight. And you mentioned that both these teams have played pretty challenging schedule early on. City High, despite those two losses, they're off to a good start. One of those losses against Joliet Catholic over in Illinois, the runner-up in Illinois' largest class last year, and then losing to Liberty, coming back to beat Ames. West with a couple of victories after a season-opening loss to Liberty as well. We are set to go now as the West kicker Adam Salem tees it up, and this ball will carry him on into the end zone, and City High will start with the football.
First and 10, City High, ball at their 25-yard line.
City High unafraid to throw in some wrinkles to their offense. It's up-tempo. They're led by Bobby Bacon, their quarterback, 6'2", $175, a senior. He's completed 68% of his passes this year, 5 touchdowns and 3 picks. Bacon in the shotgun, his top running back, Dom Salaby, the senior. 2 receivers to the right. They're led by a trio of receivers, Newton, Cross, and the first carry of the football game goes for just 1 yard.
Gain of 1 on the play. Ben Morley on the stop for the Trojans. Second down and 9, City High, ball at their 26-yard line.
West High defense, their leading tackler, Declan Bunn. Linebacker, Julian Manson. We'll talk about his name a lot tonight. He's their second leading tackler. Mason Woods also at that linebacking spot here tonight, and nothing doing there on the second down run. And it'll be 3rd and long here on this opening drive for City High.
By West High's Colin Witters and Kingston Schweizer. 3rd down and 7 for the Little Hawks. Ball at their 28-yard line.
Third down and 7. Opening drive for City High. They're going to go 4 receivers to the right of the quarterback. And back to throw goes Bacon. Pressure, gets out of the sack and throws it deep. Going up to make the catch. And a first down, City High at midfield. Chase Newton, the sophomore, with his 14th grab of the year. Take a look at the replay. City High hurrying to the line here. The snap is off. The carry up the middle and a good gain there for Celebi. What a big play on 3rd down.
Yeah, that was great. And the longest catch for Newton this year has been 26 yards, and so I think that was pretty close to beating that. But he's one of their go-to guys, and so again, we'll say his name also a lot tonight.
2nd down and 4. City High's opening drive. They converted on a 3rd and 6. They'll go off the right side and pick up a first down here on Dominic Salibi. Manson and Woods on the stop for West. Again, we'll hear a lot of their names when West has the football on offense. 1st and 10 for the Little Hawks. Bobby Bacon hands it off. Cut back, going up is Dawson Call, the sophomore. 6'2", 190 pounds, good size.
Brecken Morrison on the carry. Brought down by Ben Morley and Colin Witters and Declan Bunn on the tackle.
Witters on the stop for West. 2nd down and 6. Handoff. And a good pop there.
Picked up of 3 on the play. Brought down by West High's Declan Bunn, Adrian DeWard, and Juju Manson. 3rd and 2 for Little Hawks. Ball at the West High 30-yard line.
City High faced with another 3rd down. This one 3rd and 2. Probably 4 down territory here. Bacon takes the shotgun snap, the handoff. Got to be close. Looked to be a yard short.
8.5 yard in the play, brought down by West High. Sterling Warren. Juju Manson in 4th and 1 for Little Hawks. Ball at the West High, 29-yard line.
So 4th down and 1. It's a big play here. Opening drive for City High. Whistle, and they're going to use a timeout. Mitchell Moore came down the sideline on the far side and did not like the look. So they will take a timeout. Boy, this would be a big statement here for City High if they can go down on the opening drive and score points.
Yeah, no kidding. I think this is a good choice. See what the defense is going to do, how they're going to set up, and then call a timeout, figure out where you want to go and what you want to do, because you're kind of in between. Their kicker, Jackson, has not attempted a field goal yet this season, and so you kind of wonder, are we close enough? Where are we going to go with this? And so I think this is a good call.
On the flip side, a good opportunity for Garrett Hartwig and this West High defense just to get a stop here on 4th down. Call is alongside Bacon in the backfield. We saw a lot of Salibi early in this drive. Now Call is taking the majority of the carries here. Bacon keeps it after he faked the toss, and a good play drawn up is going to give City High a 1st down. And Bobby Bacon, who doesn't run a lot, just his 7th attempt this year, but that's what we talked about, a little bit of a wrinkle, and we see a wrinkle here on the first drive.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I think, again, with the matchup that we have tonight and these two teams, I think you're going to see a lot of plays from the back of the playbook.
1st down and 10, down to the 27. They go back to Salibi. He dances around and dives forward. Got to pick up a few yards.
Adrian DeWard and Kingston Swayzer on the stop for West High. Pickup of 3, 2nd down, 6.5.
Gain of 3, and City High hurries to the line here on 2nd and 6. They're going to give him 4, I guess. 2nd and 6. Ball at the 23. A long opening drive for the City High Little Hawks. Bacon to Salibi. Cuts it upfield. Still not down. Now jumping on his back, making the stop, Julian Manson, the linebacker. And another 1st down for City High.
Yeah, Salibi is one of their go-to guys. You know, he, up to this point, 36 carries, 230 yards, you know, this season. And so he's one of the top running backs that they have, and I think you'll see him a lot tonight.
Got good size, 6'1", 183 pounds. Ball down to the 17-yard line. They go right back to Salibi. Boy, they're opening up some holes, and he's finding them. A good gain here.
Pick up a 5 on the play. Kingston Swayzer and Juju Manson on the stop for West High. 2nd and 4.
Manson in the stop again. He's had several tackles here on this first drive. 2nd and 4. Already a 6-minute plus drive here for the Little Hawks. Bacon takes the snap, play action, throwing it open across the middle. Touchdown City. The catch made by Chase Newton.
11 yards and the Little Hawk touchdown.
Bacon to Chase Newton, the sophomore, and he was open. A great route run by Newton here.
Jack Lambie set to snap. Celebrate the holder.
So a great opening drive for the Little Hawks. They look to add on the point after. It's up, it's through, and it is 7-0 City High. Pretty good statement there, Courtney, made by the Little Hawks here in the opening drive.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, those 1st down conversions are huge, obviously, and then, you know, you hit a couple of plays on the ground, running plays, and then just keep them, you know, keeping them on their toes and hitting some of those big plays in the air and, you know, found the end zone. So we'll see what they can do on defense.
This could be a game. KJ Pilcher and I were talking last night as we did the Jefferson victory over Des Moines East that this may be whoever gets to 40 first wins this game. We expected a lot of points coming in, but on that drive, City High was certainly content running a little clock and just marching it down the field, and it resulted in points.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, these are the times where, you know, you're trying to get up on the board first, and so if you can run down the clock and take your time, you know, that's going to be essential even at the end of the game.
The Gunners for Little Hawks, number 89.
City High comes out here on the road, gets a
Devontae Major.
touchdown, and leads 7-0.
And Marshall Sheldon.
For West, they've got Manson, Woods, Elser back to receive. from the 10-yard line. Bursting ahead to the 28-yard line goes Henry Elser. And out trots this West High offense. Jack Wallace, he's a 4-year starter for the Trojans at quarterback. There you saw number 19, that's Mason Woods. He's a senior receiver. He's committed to the University of Iowa. Wallace takes the snap looking, dumps it off to the left side. It's caught and tiptoeing the sideline. There's Manson, the junior receiver. He's had an excellent year and starting to get a lot of interest from Division I programs. We'll get to that throughout the night. Here's the City High defense. Their leading tackler right there in the middle, the Mike linebacker, Marshall Sheldon, number 33. Second down and 4. The stoppage there, and the officials came over and talked with Garrett Hartwig. At the same time, Mason Woods went to the sideline. So second down and 4. A little bit of a clock issue as well as they reset the clock to 5:21 first quarter. City High leads 7-0. Jack Wallace in the shotgun. Hard count, and they're going to pick up 5 yards there. That'll be a first down. It's a veteran quarterback move right there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, making sure that watching film and seeing what these guys do and what the defense does and how many times you can call them off the line is exactly what you said, a veteran move, and what you need to do. It's just heads-up football.
Wallace is thrown for 778 yards coming into tonight. He looks to throw here, firing it across the middle, and it's caught inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. Chase Bope. What a great throw from Wallace. 47 yards, Wallace to Bope. Great throw there. Not much here on the run and losing yardage. Wallace needing just 92 yards tonight passing to break the West High career passing record held by Marcus Morgan. That 47-yard strike will get him pretty close.
I will. You know, and we talked about passing percentage, you know, earlier, but for Wallace, he's got a 73% completion rate. And so, you know, it's, I think every pass that these guys are throwing tonight, you're going to see completions.
Lob to the end zone. Touchdown, Manson. "15 yards from Wallace to Manson, and West a point away from evening the score. Great throw here. For Manson, that's his 5th touchdown grab on the year. And they look like they might have drawn City High offsides again. The kick is good. The kicker took a bit of a shot as well. And no flag on that one. 7-7, 4.5 to go first quarter. Back after this on KCRG 9.2. 7-7 as both teams score on their first drive of the night.
And Henry Elser.
11-yard touchdown pass from Bacon to Newton for City, and then that was followed up by a Wallace to Manson 16-yard strike. We're all tied up at 7. Talked about the excellent quarterback play. We've seen it here early on. City High able to return this one, and the ball's out. City High fell on top of it, and luckily for them, Connor Cross was right there as we take a look at this one again. That ball was up for grabs.
First and 10, City High.
Ooh, West almost able to grab that one. Saw good balance from City High on their first drive. Four receivers here in the toss to Call off the left side, and he gets across the 30.
Brecken Morrison on the carry, brought down by West High's Declan Bunn. Pick up 6 on the play. They'll bring up second down and 4 for Little Hawks. Ball at the West High 30-yard line.
Second down and 4. Play action, Bacon looking, fires it in there. That's going to be a first down. The catch made there by their tight end, Parker Sutherland. Catch number 10 this year.
Bobby Bacon's pass complete to City High's Parker Sutherland. Gave him 6 on the play, the City High first down.
Sutherland gives Bacon a big target out there, 6'6", 224 pounds as a tight end.
Dawson Call on the carry.
This is Dawson Call, again picking up a couple of yards.
In on the stop for West High, Sterling Warren.
Call's gotten a bulk of the action here early on.
First one on the tackle.
Yeah, you just wonder if they're trying to switch it up. He's not. I mean, he's in there. He's one of their go-to, but not their top. And so, just trying to keep the defense on their toes and see if they can squeeze out a few extra yards.
Stacking a bunch of receivers up to the top, and Bacon, a little draw play, and he slides forward and almost a little bit too late there, but no flag. Third down.
Ross on the stop for West High. Third down and 5 for the Little Hawks.
So far, City's had a lot of success on third down. They have 3rd and 5 here. Watch Chase Newton. He's in the slot. Newton has 2 catches already tonight. Bacon. Little pitch, Salibi cuts it upfield, diving forward. He's going to be short by about a yard.
3 on the play, stopped by West
So a
High.
decision here perhaps for Mitchell Moore with the ball placed to the 46.
4th and 1 for Little Hawks. Ball at their
Perhaps no
46-yard
decision, or a very short decision, because he's going for this.
Let's kick now.
4th and 1. Bacon passing. Good play call. First down up to midfield. Drew Nye the catch.
Gain of 4 on the play in the Little Hawk. First down. Ball at midfield. First and 10, City High.
Yeah, these are just well executed plays, and the offensive line giving him time to let the play develop and making those things happen. And I think again, you're going to see a lot of 4th down conversions tonight, I think.
Salibi a couple of yards there, and yeah, to find not only a good play call, but they used Drew Nye, who does not have a catch this year, listed on the depth chart as the 3rd string tight end.
Little Hawks. Ball at West West High's 48-yard line.
Second down and 8, under a minute to go, first quarter. Game tied at 7. Bacon, the handoff. Salibi, boy, just excellent vision. You got a really good look at it there with him heading to this near side. A little bit of pushing after the play as Salibi makes his way back to the huddle. And what do you know? Another third down. Snap, call gets it. Trying to get behind that offensive line. A little push. I think he's going to be just short. Mitchell Moore trying to lobby for a better spot for City High. Got to be about a little less than a yard short. Well, you just mentioned we're going to see a lot of fourth down attempts tonight. We've got another one very quickly. Now, they could let this clock expire and think about it and start fourth down, and they will. They'll start the second quarter with fourth and less than a yard. An entertaining first 12 minutes of play here from West High. Big thanks to tonight's featured sponsor, I'm On Communications. We're all squared up at 7 in the battle for the boot. And you're watching Friday Night Lights live on KCRG 9.2. Great shot there of a beautiful scene here in Iowa City. Doesn't get much better than this. City High and West, one of the best rivalries around. And we've got a fourth and less than a yard for City High as we start the second quarter. Call the carry. He picks it up, diving ahead. They got creative on the last fourth down conversion. This one, they just run it right up the middle.
Yeah, you know, a lot of those things, you know, when we look at those fourth down conversions, you just have to make sure, you know, is it inches, is it a whole yard, you know, what are we working with, and can we, you know, make it through one of those gaps.
City High scored on their first drive. Bacon found Chase Newton from 11 yards out. West came back with a Wallace to Manson 16-yard strike. Now City High trying to take the lead. Spin from Salibi, who's looked impressive here early on. And City High just somewhat methodically just marching down the field, picking up 3, 4, 5 yards. They picked up a couple of fourth down conversions. And they've looked pretty good here early on.
Yeah, they have. You know, chipping away is obviously the way to do it. It's more exciting, you know, as a fan to see those bomb passes and, you know, and lots of touchdowns. But if you can run the clock down and you can just chip away, this is the way to a win at the end.
Second down, high snap. Bacon's got it. Looking across the middle. He has a open receiver. It's Parker Sutherland, the tight end, who was dragging across the middle. his second catch tonight. You can't miss him in that secondary. That is a big body, and Parker Sutherland picks up a first down.
Gain of 16 on the play, Little Hawk first down.
6'6", 230 or 224. And the ball down inside the 20 at the 17. Second quarter action in the battle for the boot here in Iowa City. Huge crowd on hand. Salibi looking for space. Can't really find it there. And a couple of West High defenders make the stop.
In on the stop for West High, Juju Manson and Simon Bass. Gain of 1
Bass and Manson in on the stop.
For Little Hawks, ball at the West High 16-yard line.
Second down, 9. These long drives can have an impact on your defense as well. City High handling it off. No, a fake and wide open end zone. Touchdown, Sutherland.
16 yards and Little Hawk touchdown.
16 yards away. It was an excellent fake by Bacon. He fooled everyone and found Sutherland in the end zone wide open. Sutherland just ran right through that secondary and on into the end zone. It started with a great play action fake by Bobby Bacon, the quarterback. And the point after is up. It is through, and City High, 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. And they lead 14-7. 9:56 to go before halftime. We'll be back after this from Iowa City. Welcome back to Iowa City alongside Courtney Axline. I'm Morgan Hawk. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Well, I don't know about these two teams, but we've got a perfect score. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. Just if the back and forth, keeps going the whole night, then I guess we'll see, when the final whistle blows, who is the last one to score.
West High will try to answer here. Their offense scored on a Jack Wallace to Manson touchdown pass. Now they will move from left to right.
Free kick out of bounds.
That kick went out of bounds.
Ball replaced on the 35-yard line. First down, City West.
That's really the first miscue we've seen tonight.
First and 10, West High. Ball at their 35-yard line.
So we'll start at the 35-yard line. Wallace out of the shotgun, looking far side. It's caught. There was a big hit, but there's also a penalty flag here from the near side. And it will be against the offense of West. like a legal motion there from the Trojans. Illegal shift on the Trojans. You mentioned this game last year, City High winning 23-8 over on the east side of Iowa City. In fact, City has won the last 2 meetings. There's a reverse as Woods coming around the right side, and Woods up across the 40. Mason Woods. There's a little bit of a wrinkle in this offense as he gets the carry over on the right side. It's going to be close to the first down marker. It's going to be a yard short, so 2nd and 1. Talk a lot about Woods on defense and certainly his receiving capabilities. They give him the football here on the rush this time. 2nd and 1. Wallace, play action, looking. He's going to run for this one and pick it up. So Jack Wallace picking him up, putting him down, and he gets around the right side to move the chains.
Pick up a 5 on the play, and a West tie. First down.
Ball at the 48-yard line for West. 4 receivers. A handoff going right up the middle. Batali was the ball carrier, and a little action after the whistle. There is a flag as they separate the teams, and this is likely going to be on City High and probably tack on 15 yards. But the officials getting together here.
Yeah, if it is on them, it's those are the silly penalties that you do not need to happen, tonight when it's going to be a close game, just like we've seen so far.
Blaine Hike, the unsportsmanlike, will place this ball down to the 29 for West. Butali, who's their top rusher, had a nice gain, and they'll add more to it. 1st and 10. Trojans down by 7. This is their 2nd drive of the night. City High scored on both their drives. West scored on their 1st drive. Batali splits out. Wallace airing it out to the end zone. Touchdown, Woods. Mason Woods, 29 yards away. It's his 4th touchdown reception of the year, and you can just chalk that whole drive up to Mason Woods. Excellent pitch and catch. Hits him in stride. Woods gets his feet in, and an extra hop over an oddly placed table right outside the end zone. And there's going to be a flag, I believe, on City High here. So they're going to go for 2 because of this penalty. So this is interesting. So they're going to get half the distance to the goal. And so that's enough here for Garrett Hartwig to change what he's going to do. And now West is going to go for the lead here.
And they have converted one this season to Henry Elzer is who they went to, number 4.
West changing the play. They've got 10 on the play clock. Now 5 to snap it. And they toss it out to Battalion. He will get in. So it pays out for West. Excellent decision making there by Garrett Hartwig. And the penalty costs City as West takes a 15-14 lead. We'll be back. 9+ to go here in the first half from Iowa City. Back to Iowa City, West High with a 15-14 lead. West trying to win this battle for the boot for the first time since 2021 when they won 7-0. West coming in at 2-1, City High at 1-2. Returnable from inside the 5-yard line for City High, and the Little Hawks will start near the 20-yard line. Circle that play as we the 2-point conversion in a game where we've yet to see a punt or a turnover. That could come back to be a huge play in this game.
It absolutely could. And I think talking about, punts and that we haven't seen any this game, both teams have not punted much at all this season. The Little Hawks have only punted twice, and the Trojans have only punted 3 times this whole season. So obviously a lot of confidence in their offense to know that they don't necessarily have to go the punting route if they don't need to.
Well, teams can put up a lot of points. They have excellent quarterbacks. And this is a new ball carrier for the Little Hawks, Gabe Edgeland. It's his first carry tonight, but he's been a big part of their offense all year. Second down and 5 coming up. Bacon back to throw, good protection, steps up, fires a bullet across the middle. It's caught by Connor Cross.
Brought down by West High's Jackson Law.
Bobby Bacon, a year ago, you see him number 18. He set school records for completions and passing yards. He threw for nearly 2,200 yards in just 8 games as a starter. 18 touchdowns, 8 picks, and he had 300 games. His call dives ahead near the 45-yard line. And Bacon, the City High quarterback, is committed to play football next year at Pittsburgh State Division II program in Kansas. Good program. They've won 11 or more games the last 2 years. We've got a unique mascot as well.
Yes, they do.
Do you know it?
No, I don't.
No, the Gorillas.
Oh, gotcha.
The Gorillas. I don't know another Gorillas.
I don't either. I was a Reaver for a while.
Okay.
So that's one I've never heard of.
Reaver, where are
Iowa Western,
okay,
over in Council Bluffs, yeah.
Second down and 3. Fake the toss. Bacon goes to a knee. Gonna be just short though. Did not get a very good spot. Well, it's better than what I thought. The official on the far side came running in. Either way, they're just a little bit now they're gonna move the chain, so they're gonna give him the first down. And hold on, the head official says, wait a minute. So they're gonna chat about it. City High opened their season in Illinois, took on Joliet Catholic for the second straight year. They lost 50-22, but to put that in perspective, Joliet Catholic is a powerhouse in the Chicagoland area. They were the 5A runner-up last year, largest class in Illinois. Mitchell Moore loves to test his team playing out of state. They are not going to give him the first down here. So it's going to be third down and less than a yard.
Third down and inches for Little Hawks. Ball at the West High 47-yard.
That was an odd sequence. There was certainly some disagreement between the two, between the side judges there. Ultimately, they got a pretty favorable start to begin with, and then the.
It looks like they're still talking about it too.
Now they're moving it back a good yard.
Oh wow.
The spot on the field was initially incorrect. The quarterback was down short of the first down marker.
I'd love to see a replay on that because I felt like he got a bad spot to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went even further back. But either way, it's third down and 1. Bacon hands it off. I don't know if this is going to be close. Mitchell Moore, he's lobbying again on that sideline, say, hey, you got to give us this one perhaps. I think either way it's enough to measure.
Looks like he may be short again.
I think he is. It's very close. They are going to measure. And about a half the length of the football short. I mean, they'll go for it, no doubt. They've already converted on 2 fourth down tries in this first half.
Yeah, and I think you have to because if you don't and you punt and something happens, I mean, you don't want West to, get that little extra momentum, to get things going into the end of the second quarter and into the locker room.
City High down by 1. The difference, a West High 2-point conversion when they went for it after a City High penalty moved West closer. So fourth and less than a yard. They're going to go back to throw here, and that's going to backfire. It's picked up by West. However, there is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. The interception was made by Headings, but hold on. Pass interference on the defense. They got West. Let's see if we can catch anything here. Yeah, so you saw number 13 there coming into the backside of Chase Newton, and then that allowed Headings to cut in front there and make the interception. So,
First and 10, City High, ball at the West High 38-yard line.
but what a play call there by City High on fourth and less than a yard. Bacon back to throw, throwing off his back foot, a wobbler downfield, going up to make the incomplete. He went up trying to make the catch into double coverage. Excellent effort. Good coverage there by West.
Kingston Schweizer in on the pass break.
That was a great play, great spot. Threw it right down there in the breadbasket, but just couldn't come up with it.
Headings and Swayzer, the players in the secondary there on the defensive back in for West. Second down, Bacon airing it out here on this drive, hitting the sideline route.
Pass complete
That is Cross,
to City High's Connor Cross, 11 yards.
and
City
11
High
yards and a
picks
first down.
off. Ball up to West High, 27-yard line.
Ball up to the 27-yard line. They go back to the ground, and leaving his feet,
Salibi on the carry.
Dom Salibi
Gain of 5 on the play.
picks up 5
West
yards.
High, Adrian DeWard. Colin Witters also in the tackle for West High.
5:40 to go before halftime. Bacon, he's flushed, running left, looking, and he scampers out of bounds.
Bobby Bacon on the keeper. Pushed out of bounds by West High's Jack Law.
And City
No gain
will
on the play.
face third down.
Bring up 3rd and 5 for Little Hawks. Ball up to West High, 21-yard line.
Mentioned City High's opening loss at Joliet Catholic. They lost in game 2 at home to Liberty. Then they won big last week against Ames. So they're trying to get to 500 tonight with their second win.
Yeah, and that's one thing their head coach said was that, even in the initial first 2 losses, they didn't waver. They still have the confidence. They know that they're a good football team, and it shows.
Nice pattern there by City High's Newton. Makes another
Bobby Bacon's
catch
pass complete to City High's Chase Newton.
and another first down for the Little Hawks.
In on the stop for West High, Simon Bass and Juju Manson.
Bass
Pick
and
up a 7
Manson
on the play, and City
on
High
the
first
stop
down.
again. First and 10. Ball is at the 13, so he can still get a first down. Bacon hands it off. And diving ahead to the 5-yard line is Dawson Call.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Sophomore's had a really good game so far tonight.
In on the stop for West High, Damari Lacey and Simon Bass. Second down and 2 for Little Hawks. Ball at the West High 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think City High's doing a great job of clock management, making sure they're getting the right play calls in, but also just letting the clock wind down so that when West gets the ball back, they have less time before we head into the half.
Nice snap. They go back to Call, but coming into the backfield, making the stop, Declan Bunn. Timeout West High.
City West.
We'll be back before the third down play after this on 9.2. Back to Iowa City, 3rd down and 6. Morgan Hawk here with you alongside Courtney Axline. City High driving, trying to take the lead before halftime. A little over 3.5 minutes left before the break. 3rd down. After a big tackle there by Declan Bunn for a loss. Now trying to go for a reverse pass here. Newton heaving it to the end zone. Is it an interception? No. The official is right on the call.
Newton's pass is broken up.
Broken up. It was a
Mason Woods on the
diving attempt by Mason Woods.
5.
See if we can get a better look here, but a dangerous pass there by Newton into the end zone. There's black shirts all over the place, and Woods nearly making a phenomenal interception. Don't get a great look, but the official right there clearly saying it hit the ground, but boy, he almost had the pick there. Now City High coming on for a field goal of 26 yards from straight on. It's up, and it is good.
Ben Klitgaard's kick is good.
We'll be back after this as City High takes a 17-15 lead over West. City High leading 17-15 after a 26-yard field goal. And the Little Hawks have jumped in front by 2. Little squibber here, and West will just fall on it, but they'll start you at the 31-yard line. Well, in a game like this, you hold a team to a field goal, that's a big win for the West defense.
No kidding. That's pretty good. And so now you want to see, what City High can do if they can hold them, to obviously no score or, a turnover is even better, right?
They almost had the West almost had the turnover there. A great diving attempt by Mason Woods. The official saying he did not hang on to it cleanly. Here's the toss out to the right side. Butali. But good pursuit there by the City High defense, including Blaine Heck, the junior linebacker.
Ricky Long Jr.
Second down and 7. Plenty of time, clock not an issue. Wallace back to throw. Stands up, now racing forward. He's got a lot of room. Welcomes the contact up near the 40-yard line. 26-yard run for Jack Wallace. Back to Batali, straight up the middle. Makes a man miss. Up across the 30 to the 28-yard line. Batali for a first down. It was fun. These offenses really moving at will. Now you kind of in the mindset, you want to slow down a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Do we hurry up and score and give West or City the ball back, or do we slow it down a little bit and make sure they have 15 seconds left?
Now both teams have 2 timeouts remaining.
43, Kane Willie. Second down, 7 for the Trojans.
City High scored the first points of this game, so West High will get the ball coming out of halftime. They're kind of an opportunity here to do what we see a lot in the NFL. Score at the end of the first half and get the ball to start the second half here. Wallace, he lost the ball. Wallace, ball loose. Who's going to come up with it at the 10-yard line? City High football. The biggest play of the night defensively, as West was marching down, trying to take the lead. The ball coughed up, and City High will take over.
Marshall Sheldon on the recovery from Little Hawks.
It was punched out from behind, and then Sheldon recovered it in the scrum. I think it was Sheldon. We also saw Salibi was in that pile too. And now City High with 1:39 to go before halftime. What a great punch out from behind by that City High defense.
Yeah, that was a textbook play. That's exactly what they tell you to do.
We'll see if City High can get points. They lost the football. It's on the turf and pounced on by the offensive lineman, the big right tackle there for the City High Little Hawks. Lapanda, who's listed at 6'3", 320. There you see him there, number 77. I'm going to sit on top of this thing. And near disaster for the Little Hawks. Now City High is in no hurry. There might be something in the water here. We all just might want to get to halftime.
Yeah, I think so. It's just, as a coach, calm down. Take a second, take a few deep breaths, and we'll come up with something to end the half.
Well, this is interesting though, because City High is. We'll get to that in a moment. We're going to take a break. 52 seconds left before halftime. So second down and 16, 52 seconds to go. City High 95 yards away from their end zone. Bacon back to throw, a pass to the right side that does not stop the clock. The clock continues to roll. That's a big call there because West is going to call a timeout. Had he gotten out of bounds, that's really an advantage for West.
Right, yeah, because I don't know. We were talking about this in the break. What does City High do? Do you continue to try to get out of bounds and stop the clock? You still have one timeout left. If you hit that first down, you can also spike it. So there's a lot of options there to try to get something else on the board.
The PA announcer here at Trojan Field's working overtime, making these announcements about kids losing their student IDs.
It is. I think that's about the fourth one.
How many kids can lose their student ID on a night? Is this some sort of prank between West High and City? So 3rd and 12. Let's see what City wants to do here. West does have one timeout that they can use and force a punt. City High is just going to run this up the middle, and West will use the timeout. They'll have 40 seconds and likely come after the punter here. But yeah, had they not needed to burn that timeout with that play a couple moments ago, then they'd still have one more time out in their back pocket to use on offense. Now it's going to be a little more challenging. City High will try to punt it for the first time tonight. And you mentioned these are two teams that don't really punt the football a whole lot. We were at Kingston Stadium last night, and we saw 3 blocked punts, which probably be the only time you see 3 blocked punts in a football game. And two of them that Jefferson blocked on defense, they started with low snaps. The East had a decent punter, but he wasn't getting the football. So the snaps were too low, and so he was trying to, in desperation, get it off, and it was punted, or it was blocked. So see if City High can get this thing off. They do, and it's returnable from the 45-yard line, and some space to go here for the Trojans, and they'll have pretty good field position up to the 43. That was Elser, who's an excellent return man. So here's the situation. West with 28 seconds to go. They have no timeouts. Trying to take the lead before halftime. You got an excellent quarterback, excellent receivers. Now your kicker is Adam Salem, who's 3 out of 4 this year. His longest is from 31 yards away. But again, not many attempts. Wallace back to throw, looking for big yardage here. He's got a man, finds Elser. I think he's got enough for a first down. If so, that stops the clock as they move the chains. They do. It is enough for a first down. So that'll stop it momentarily.
Yeah, and based off that
clock's already running, though, as they did not stop long. Wallace back to throw. They're going to have to hurry here. Finds a man downfield. It's caught. Touchdown, West. He finds Headings in the end zone. That's his first grab. It's a touchdown, big-time play before halftime. Eerily similar to the touchdown pass to Mason Woods earlier this quarter. This time it's Headings. And West, with 8 seconds before halftime, takes the lead. They're up 22-17. Well, they only had 28 seconds to go before halftime when they got the football. They only needed 20. So Wallace finding Headings. That's Wallace's 3rd touchdown pass in the first half. And we expected a shootout. We're seeing it. 22-17.
2 plays, 45 yards, capped off.
I don't know if we'll see a shootout tomorrow night in Minneapolis. Likely won't be 22-17 at halftime. Probably a lot less than that. But the guys will talk about it on Monday night at 6:30 on Iowa Live. Iowa taking on Minnesota tomorrow night. You can tune in every Monday at 6:30 for On Iowa Live right here on KCRG 9.2. Scott, and our buddy here, Lou Montgomery, will break down this weekend's game at Minnesota for the Iowa Hawkeyes. They'll head into their bye week next week and take on Ohio State in a couple of weeks. That's Monday night, 6:30, live from Union Station. I could be wrong. I don't know if we'll see a 22-17 score at halftime tomorrow night.
I'm with
Hawks
you.
and
I do not think that we will.
And we're likely a kneel down here or a short run from heading into halftime here. Two excellent defenses going at it tomorrow night in Minneapolis. Feels a little odd playing this game early in the year, right?
It
the Big
really
Ten
does.
opener, and
It's usually really cold.
I mean, that's exactly what we were talking about last night with KJ. It just feels odd. You feel like Iowa, Minnesota, that's a game where it's got to be at
Yeah, you
40
think so.
degrees.
Right.
Unless you're playing in the old Metrodome, I guess.
Yes.
Iowa's had some good wins up there. 22-17 West. And they will take that lead into halftime. How about this one? Entertaining throughout. And we've got a shootout on our hands as we will catch our breath. We will take a timeout, return back to Iowa City with highlights after this. West High dance team here at halftime as football game sees West with a 22-17 lead at the break. Plenty of highlights to share as we walk you through those. We knew these two offenses likely going to go up and down the field. They have thus far. Salibi there with a good carry for the City High Little Hawks on the opening drive before they found Chase Newton, Bacon to Newton, 11 yards away. And City takes a 7-0 lead right there. But Wallace going right back down the field, hitting Manson there for West High. Sorry, that was Bope, and then Manson got the touchdown. And that was a big play there. The game was tied up at 7. It was Wallace to Manson from 16 yards away. Going the other way this time. And Bacon finding a wide open Sutherland in the end zone. The big tight end had a really good first half for the Little Hawks, who was 14-7 at that point. Wallace finds Mason Woods. Hit him right in stride. Good catch. A nice little hop right here by Woods over that table. And that was 29 yards away. West went for 2, which was a key play. They picked it up. They went for 2 after there was a penalty on City that moved West closer. And so it was 15-14 at that point. Nice tackle there by Bunn. That set up a field goal for City. They went up 17-15, and a bit of craziness there to end the first half. Wallace finding Headings on the sideline. Ethan Headings, the junior, got the touchdown reception there. But Courtney, that followed a little bit of a wacky play there at the end because West was driving. They coughed it up, the fumble. And then City High wasn't able to do anything. West able to use their timeouts well, force a punt. And then you saw Wallace hitting Headings there just before the half with 8 seconds to go. And West leading by 5 here at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a great game, back and forth, and there's really nothing that has gone wrong on either side of the ball for either team. There was the one turnover, but in reality, this whole game has been solid football. And so I think if both teams come back out and play the same as they did in that first half, I really think it's going to come down to the last possession.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. 22-17 here, and we've seen just the one punt that came from City High in that first half. 3 touchdown passes from West High quarterback Jack Wallace. He needed just 92 yards to break West High's career passing record. He likely has picked that up in the first half. He's going to break that record previously held by Marcus Morgan, who's playing minor league baseball in the Phillies organization after playing at Iowa. And he was a multi-sport athlete here at West. So a lot of talent on the field here for both these two teams. Let's listen in to the West High marching band.
Untimely death in 2009, his family began discovering and releasing music from Michael's musical vault. Many of these were complete tracks, but this one was just vocals. The estate reached out to pop star Justin Timberlake to complete this track and ultimately make it into a duet between Jackson and Timberlake. This is the 2014 hit, Love Never Felt So Good. Now please welcome to the field the 8th grade band from the Northwest Middle School. These future West High Trojans will join in to create a marching band of almost 400 members. Led by Joshua Carlo, they will perform Ozzy Osbourne's semifinal hit, Crazy Train. Correction, semifinal hit, Crazy Train. That was a seminal hit, Crazy Train. The Northwest Middle School band directors are Kevin Brown, Joshua Carlo, and Sarah Rayume. The West High band directors are Ryan Middleton and Brian Zeglis. Additional marching band staff includes Isaac Anderson. The Northwest Middle School band directors are Kevin Brown, Joshua Carlo, and Sarah Rayume. The West High band directors are Ryan Middleton and Brian Zeglis. Additional marching bands.
Welcome back to West High School and the drum line here at West High, putting on a show here at halftime. What a great performance there by the marching band from West High. They were joined by the Northwest Junior High band members as well. And take a look at these folks. They're bringing the house down.
They
here at
really
halftime.
are.
Welcome back to Iowa City West High School, 22-17. West High leads City at halftime. It's been an excellent first half. We've seen both offenses move up and down the field. West certainly a lot more through the air. City High has used the ground game a little more balanced, but very entertaining first half. Alongside Courtney Axline, I'm Morgan Hawk, and we're set for a exciting second half, no doubt.
Yeah, it's been a great game so far. You know, not a ton of penalties, one turnover, but good solid football from both teams. And so I'm excited to see what this second half will bring.
So West will get the football. They scored right before halftime. So an excellent opportunity if you're the Trojans to take what would be the biggest, if they can score points here, either way, a field goal or a touchdown, to be the biggest lead by anybody tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, to have a two-possession game, especially when you have been scoring every single possession, I mean, you couldn't be in a better position if you did that.
Receive for West High, Henry Elser, Juju Manson, and Mason Woods.
Woods has it for the Trojans, and a reverse going the other way. And there's only a couple of City High players that knew it. And Woods to Manson all the way up across midfield, and a huge play to start the third quarter.
City High is Jackson Nichols-Lindsay.
They sold that really well, and it was blocked well, too.
Absolutely.
And Manson has a ton of speed. The ball up to the 44-yard line of City. And here comes Jack Wallace in this offense. Wallace tossed 3 touchdowns in the first half. They go to Batali, and he races off the left tackle.
Butali off
9-10 yard gain there.
Pushed out of bounds by City High's Martian Sheldon. Gain of 9 on the play.
Gonna give him 9.
Down and 1 for West High.
Butali led this team a year ago in rushing. 429 yards as a junior. Set to blow past that number here this year. Butali wrapped up well there. Nice tackle there by Ford.
First down.
Jalen Ford's one of those big bodies on the defensive line for City High. Gave Batali a big bear hug there. But he got the first down. Now running to the right side. Gets some room.
Butali bounces outside.
And a City High defender was injured there, slow to get up, and it is a notable name if you're City High. Dom Salibi is the player who is in pain.
Official timeout on the field for an injured player.
And Salibi is their primary running back on offense. The West High Trojans coming into this one a 2-1 record. They lost at Liberty in their opener and then defeated Urbandale, won at Muscatine. And here's what they have coming up next. They're going to travel to Ankeny next week. They'll play an upstart Jefferson program on the 4th. Jefferson improved to 4-0 last night on a game you saw right here. And then they'll be at Cedar Rapids Wash. They'll be playing at Kingston Stadium on the 11th of October. Salibi did come to his feet. He is making his way to the sideline. As we take a look at City High's upcoming schedule, you get to see him next Thursday night right here on KCRG 9.2. We'll have that game at Kingston against the Kennedy Cougars, and then they'll go come back to Iowa City, host Davenport Central, then North, before playing Linmar and Bettendorf, the final 2 games of their season. So that ends pretty difficult into the season for City High. Here's a nice slant route caught by Manson. By the way, Linmar and Bettendorf are playing tonight in Bettendorf. 2 ranked teams there. Manson, such a great receiver, excellent weapon for this West High team. He's got offers already as a junior from Iowa, Minnesota, North Dakota State, Miami of Ohio, Kent State. Here's Batali tackled. Manson, the son of Jason Manson, who's a former Iowa quarterback and the current director of player development for the Iowa Hawkeyes. As usual, there's always a lot of Sons of Iowa connections whenever you do games here at West High. This is no different. Got Mason Woods, number 19. He's the son of LeVar Woods, Iowa's special teams coordinator. Former Hawkeye NFL player. Here's a pass dropped. Woods coming across the middle. Has 1 touchdown reception already tonight. Mason will be a future Iowa Hawkeye, committed recently to the University of Iowa. He'll be there next year. Woods is a senior. Manson is a junior. Wallace back to throw, looking. He is stopped on 3rd and long, loses yardage.
Sacked by City Highs.
He is sacked as we take a look at this one.
It'll bring up 4th down for the Trojans. Ball at the City High 17-yard line.
Sheldon, their middle linebacker, gets the stop, bringing on the field goal unit.
Brady Thomas set to hold, or set to snap. Evan Anderson set to hold.
34 yards away. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Adam Salem's kick is good.
Adam Salen with a season-high 34-yard field goal, and West up 25-17. 8:59 to go in the third. So West High up 25-17 after the field goal, season-long 34-yarder for Adam Salem of West. So West able to get points on the board. They scored at the end of the first half. They score the first drive of the second half. They lead by 8. Inside the 5-yard line, this will be brought out, and a good tackle there.
Davion Luckett on the return.
Bringing down Luckett.
West High's Campbell Janis. First and 10 for Little Hawks, ball at their 25-yard line.
It's a key drive for City High.
It really is. You know, this is not obviously out of reach, and so if they can just keep chipping away like they've done all night, you know, get some points on the board and hold West, and you know, and do it again. It's definitely a winnable game.
City High has used the ground attack more than West has this evening. We'll see if they do here. They go to Salibi, which is great news because he was injured defensively on that last drive, and he gets a nice carry here, picking up 12.
Brought down by West High's Juju Manson.
Juju Manson on the stop.
Correction, gain of 15 on the play. First and 10. City
Yeah, he's
High.
blowing his
Ball at their 40-yard line.
average yards per carry out of the water tonight.
That hole closed up quickly.
Dominic Salibi on the carry. Brought down by West High's Declan Bunn. Also into the stop for West High, Ben Morley and Juju Manson. Second down and 6 for Little Hawks.
Third quarter action, battle for the boot here in Iowa City. Bobby Bacon back to throw, stepping up, now running, sliding.
Bobby Bacon on the keeper.
He'll be 2 yards short.
Gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up third down and 3 for Little Hawks. Ball at their 48-yard line.
But if we've learned anything tonight, it's Mitchell Moore is not afraid to go for it on fourth down. especially when it's short like this. So probably have 2 plays to get 2 yards.
Right. They've converted a lot of 3rd and 4th downs tonight, so.
And they'll just need 1 play. So off right tackle. The nice gain by Egeland.
Pickup of 8 on the play, brought down by West High's Ethan Hennings and Adrian DeWard.
Egeland at 5'6", 157
That's a
pounds.
City High first down, ball at the West High 43-yard line.
And the Little Hawks are into Trojan territory. 1st and 10. Back to Egeland. He cuts upfield, put his foot in the ground, and he's racing down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at the 22.
Gabe Egeland on the carry, pushed out of bounds by West High's Adrian DeWard.
Showing the burst. Check out this cut right here. Hit the hole. There is a flag. And City High is walking backward. There was a hold. That one hurts.
First and 12 for the Little Hawks. Ball at the West High 46-yard line.
So 1st and 12 for the Little Hawks. Newton in motion. They fake the toss to him. Bacon stepping up, lobbing it, and it's caught at the 5. And he's going to be down at the 1. It was Egeland, who we've seen break off some big gains on the ground. He found space in that secondary, and he's inside the 5.
I've seen a lot of that tonight. You know, these quarterbacks going to guys who have not seen a pass so far all season, and in the completions for some big yardage.
Stepping up, Egeland, who beat his defender downfield. Now from the 1-yard line, Salibi dives in, touchdown, City High.
Dominic Salibi, 1 yard for the City High touchdown.
And City will go for 2 and try and tie the game.
He just walked right in.
I
there
could have
was
run
a
through
beautiful-
that.
Yeah, right.
So critical play here. Down 2. City High appears like they're going to go for 2 and try and tie it up.
They have converted 1 this year with Egeland.
Bacon lobbing to the back of the end zone. Sutherland, did he hang on? Yes, touchdown signaled, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Parker Sutherland at the back of the end zone and in the battle for the boot. We are knotted up at 25 all. A little over 6 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tonight's featured sponsor is Imon Communication. You are watching Friday Night Lights live on KCRG 9.2. Tied at 25, a little over 6 to go here in the third quarter. Squib kick there is going to be picked up by Headings of West and dropped there. Trying to keep it away from the duo of Manson and Woods. And Nye gets the stop for City High.
First and 10, West High.
We've had a good one so far. Offense is able to march up and down the field. Both teams have converted on a two-point conversion.
West High, ball at their 33-yard line.
It looks like you might be right. First one to 40
Right.
wins.
We're headed that way. Wallace back to pass, dumping it off, and it is caught, but Elser took a shot and picked up just 1 yard.
Down by City High's Kane Willie. Second down and 9 for the Trojans. Ball at their 34-yard line.
Wallace back to throw. He finds Butali coming out of the backfield, and he's up near midfield.
Butali. Pick up a 15 on the play and a West High. First down. Pushed out of bounds by City High's Connor Cross. Ball at their 48-yard line.
Wallace straight ahead.
Jack Wallace bounces outside. Gain of 6 on the play, pushed out of bounds by City High's Ion Harris. Second and 4, West High, ball at the City High 43-yard line.
Second down and a few yards here. Butali, he lost the football. Did West recover?
Butali on the carry.
It appears so. And the ball hit the turf a few more times than these coaches would enjoy.
Yes, especially with how close the game is tonight. You don't want those silly things happening.
Batali comes off the field to the sideline, kind of motioning that he has some discomfort in his eye, perhaps, or squirting some water in his eye as he takes a look, or gets a look from the trainer. Wallace throwing deep, and that one is incomplete.
Jack Wallace's pass is incomplete. Henry Elser, the intended
Trying to
receiver.
find Elser.
Coverage for the Little Hawks.
Second down and 10 for the Trojans. 4:37 to go, third quarter. Wallace takes a timeout. So they were unable to get the play off. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:37 to go in the third quarter. A big crowd on hand in an excellent game. Tied up, third quarter. On second down, Wallace wanted to throw, but he's flushed out of the pocket, racing near side, and the keeper gonna be close, and he's gonna get the first down. I think Mitchell Moore wanted to hold, did not get it, and it's first down West. Tied at 25 here in the battle for the boot. West High, City High. Wallace handing it off, and this is Campbell Janis giving Battaglia a bit of a breather.
Also in for City High, Parker Sullivan. Gain of 3 on the play, second down 7, West High. Ball at the Little Hawk, 23-yard line.
Yeah, Janis is pretty solid too. You know, he's got 25 carries for 99 yards so far this season.
Second down. Wallace looking, some pressure coming. He'll try to run again. And he doesn't get far. Great tackle in the open field by Marshall Sheldon, who's such an excellent tackler. Looked like he was trying to punch the ball out of Wallace's hand before he made the stop. Sheldon's their leading tackler for the Little Hawks. Adds to his total right there. 3rd and 7. They're in field goal range. Be a long field goal, but certainly like to get some here on 3rd down. Wallace back looking across the middle, and it's caught by Woods. First down and more, still not down. He's inside the 10. And with those excellent hands, Mason Woods, the future Iowa Hawkeye, with a huge catch on 3rd down. And a first down for the Trojans. Take a look at this.
Brought down by City High's Dominic Salibi and Lyon Harris.
Going down to get it.
First and goal, Trojans. Ball to City High's 7-yard line.
Ball down to the 7-yard line is West. Up to the line. The handoff to Janis. Wrapped up. Did he get in? He's going to be short.
Campbell Janis, the ball carrier. 6 yards on the carry.
Campbell Janis.
Second and goal, West High. Ball
West hurries to the line. First down and, second and 1 from the 1. Janis. No signal yet. Officials coming in. Touchdown.
That's his first touchdown of the season.
Campbell Janis. Love to see that.
Brady Tobe on the snap. Evan Anderson set to hold.
A lot of effort there. Was able to roll into the end zone over the top of a City High defender, and from 1 yard out, he gives West the lead by 6. The point after makes it 7, and West leads 32-25. But a big thanks to tonight's featured sponsor, Imon Communications. You're watching Friday Night Lights live on KCRG 9.2. Big crowd here on the west side of Iowa City. The Iowa City West Trojans hosting their arch rival, City High, the Little Hawks from the east side of Iowa City. One of the best rivalry games around, and we've got a lot of good ones in our viewing area, including Mount Vernon and Solon are playing tonight, with highlights in that one coming up tonight, as well as highlights from all over eastern Iowa. KCRG TV9 coming up at 10 o'clock.
To the 21-yard line, where City High will take over 1st and 10. On the tackle for the Trojans, Jack Law. Also in on the stop, Mamadou Sal. 1st and 10 City High, ball at their 21-yard line.
Well, City's been able to answer every time West has scored. So 1st and 10 from the 21.
Yeah, I would assume we would see that again. That's what it's been all night, back and forth, back and forth. So we'll see how they do it this time.
Bobby Bacon, quarterback for City High. Hands it off and right up the middle. Boy, they love to ride that hot hand, and Eglund had the touchdown on the, sorry, not the touchdown, but he had the big catch on the last drive, and they give it to him again here, and he picks up a big gain going right up the middle. He's still out there here on 2nd down. Gabe Eglund, the senior.
Behind, ball at their 39-yard line.
They toss it out to him. And he picks up about 9.
8 on the play. Stopped by West High's Ethan Headings and Simon Bass. 2nd down, 2 for Little Hawks. Ball at the 47-yard line.
Hey, why not again? Right back to him. Eglund right up the middle.
Yeah, his average is about 6 yards per carry, but again, a lot of these guys are really blowing that season average out of the water tonight.
City High trying to even their season record at 2-2. West with a win would mean they would be 3-1. City High quickly into Trojan territory, down by 7, late 3rd quarter. Bobby Bacon takes the shotgun, snap, fakes the toss, picks up a couple of yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
That might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
For West High, Randall Kelly. Also on the stop for West High, Simon Bass.
At halftime, West led 22-17. We're going to go to the 4th quarter with West leading 32-25. It's been a good one in this storied history, City High and West, as we go to the 4th quarter. There you see across the way the City High student section. Mentioned that City High has won the last 2 in this series, including a 23-8 victory last year. Prior to that, West had a good run, 6 in a row, including a postseason win back in 2020. 2 really good coaches, well-respected coaches in the area. You've got Mitch Moore of City High. It's his 4th year. He came over back in 2021, and in his first year at City High, led them to a 10-2 record. Well, they went all the way to the semifinals in the Dome, and then City High has gone 6-4 the last 2 years. Mitch Moore replaced a legend, Dan Sabers. He was with the program 40 years, 20 years as the head coach. Mitchell Moore has been in a lot of places, including at the high school level, the collegiate level, prior to City High. First play of the fourth quarter, Bacon looking, pressure coming. He escapes that pressure, racing left, throwing across his body downfield, and going up to make the catch near the 10. That's Ion Harris. What a throw from Bacon. What a catch here on the back end as well. Kind of a bit of a duck there,
Yeah.
but Harris made the catch.
And that's only his 4th reception of the season. So again, you see this a lot tonight. They're going with all kind of the sleepers, the guys that you don't see all the time.
The ball placed at the 13-yard line. They ride Eglin down to the 10. Is City High trying to knot the score here early in the fourth quarter.
In on the stop for City High, for West High, Randall Kelly.
If you're City, you almost feel like you got to get a touchdown here. The way that the West offense has just moved up and down the field. Eglin gets closer here down to the 1.
Gain of 7 on the play. Brought down at the West High 1-yard line.
It's just hard to see behind that offensive line. Just 5'6" tall. And they're going to have, they'll have 4 cracks at it here to get it in from 1 yard out. They'll go back to Eglin, but a nice stop there by West. Breaking through Sterling Warren, the senior linebacker. That's a big-time play there. Number 31. Busting through and holding on to the legs. Eglin, he's going to be stopped again. Witters, DeWard on the stop. 3rd down. Couple players coming up gimpy out of that pile up. And a West High defender, in fact, takes a seat. Al Mackay. He was certainly limping as he was trying to get off the field and ultimately just sat down on the field. It kind of looks like he might be experiencing some cramping. Not only football here on 9.2, tune in next Tuesday for more live high school volleyball. Solon takes on Marion on the court. Coverage starts at 7:30. And as we mentioned, we're going to have this City High team on 9.2 next Thursday night when they take on the Kennedy Cougars. That's a special Thursday night edition of Friday Night Lights Live. City High Kennedy, a face-off 9.2. That'll start at 7 o'clock next week, so looking forward to that. Kennedy, by the way, taking on Washington tonight.
Yeah, we'll see what they do here. Eglin's not working anymore. Maybe do a pop pass over the top. Sutherland, maybe. Yeah,
they bring in Dawson Call, who played a lot in the first half. He gets the football. He tries to get in, and he does. Dawson Call. So on 3rd down, he gets it in from 2 yards out, and City High a point away from tying it up.
Yeah, the City High offensive line does an amazing job of just making the holes open so that these running backs can get through there.
So to tie it up, And it is good.
Jack Lampy snap.
32-32.
Celebrates hold. And Jackson Nichols
Thanks to
leads
Imon
the
Communications. You're watching high school football, KCRG 9.2. What more could you ask for? This battle for the boot, 32 all. City High continues to try to limit the returns from this West High very dangerous return game, and they'll get the stop there at the 21-yard line. So 9 minutes in change. Offenses have certainly dominated this one tonight, and I got a feeling we got a lot more points left in this one.
Yeah, I think so. You know, you look at, there's been some type of points scored almost every single possession that each team has had. So, again, it's not if they will score, it's when and how.
One thing you think about it, get to this juncture in the game, is turnovers. And is somebody gonna come up with a big turnover? Wallace is dropped. He's had a lot of success running tonight. He was dropped there by Nye. In the backfield, he lost 2. We're talking about the City High head coach, Mitchell Moore. Across the way, head coach Garrett Hartwig of West High in his 11th year. He's had an excellent career here at West. Wallace clears out the backfield. He's looking, and now he runs up the right side. He has got some sneaky speed across the 40. That is a huge part of his game. Up over 100 yards rushing this year. First and 10 for the Trojans. Batali in the backfield. Batali gets the football. There is a flag on the play.
Batali on the carry.
Garrett Hartwig, his highlight season as head coach came in 2016 for this Trojans team. They were the state runner-up, 10 wins. He was the Des Moines Register All-Iowa Coach of the Year that year. Hartwig, as we have holding on West High. Hartwig, the head coach here at West. He played at South Dakota. .748 remaining. It's a big penalty.
It really is, you know, and if you're City High, your defense has to be pumped up.
Kind of for the first time tonight, a little bit of an off-target pass there by Wallace. Batali not much of a chance, but Wallace was in he had a lot of pressure coming right at him. So just trying to get rid of it there and did a good job to do so. The hold has put West behind the chains. 2nd down and 18. Wallace looking across the middle. Incomplete. Manson
Jack Wallace's pass is incomplete.
was the intended receiver,
They'll bring up 3rd down
just
and 18
unable to
West
hang
High.
on.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
Yeah,
Wow.
you hold them here. Quite a change in momentum for City High.
No doubt. Not a lot in the playbook for 3rd and 18.
Right.
But they've got some skilled receivers. Wallace back to throw. Looking. Try to thread the needle. He does. And a flag.
Jack Wallace's
A
pass
flag
complete to West High's Henry Elser.
as Elser made a tough grab. There may have been interference as well. See if we can pick up anything here. Of course, the officials don't have the benefit of taking a second look. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That looked pretty clean. Maybe we can take a look at that again. I think they're going to get pass interference on City High here. Still waiting. Yeah, they are.
Pass interference. Defense, number 12. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 3rd down.
See if we can get another look at that. Looked like a pretty good play. So he didn't catch that either, did he? We don't have a good look. Or did he catch it? It's hard to see there unless we... Did that hit the turf? Or did he catch that?
3rd and 3 for the Trojans. Ball at the
I don't know. That
40-yard
wasn't a good angle to see. I'm not sure.
So it's... See if we can pick up anything here. I don't know. I'd say that's a tough break for City on the defensive pass interference, but it's 3rd and 3. It's picked up, first down.
on the carry for West High.
I'm a little confused by the sequence there too.
Stop for Little Hawks, number 8. And Davion
As he
Luckett.
gets across the 40 to the
First and 10,
39.
West High. Ball on the Little Hawk 39-yard line.
West continues to march on. Wallace around the left side. Tackled from behind up to the 30.
Gain of 8 on the play. And on the stop for Little Hawks, number 43, Kane Willie. 2nd down and 2 for Little Hawk for the West High Trojans. Ball at the Little Hawk 31-yard line.
I almost wonder at what point does West decide to maybe try to burn some clock on this drive. They appear to have slowed down a little bit here. City High's offense has been able to move up and down the field, but it's been more methodical. They use the ground game more. Wallace hands it off, tackled, spun around. Batali.
The ball carrier. Gain of 3 on the
It's
play.
enough for a first down.
First down.
Now, especially with that first down, and now 5:36 to go.
West High ball from Little Hawk.
If nothing else, I think you make City High think about using some timeouts.
Yeah, I think so because, if when City High gets the ball back, they're going to score. At that point, you think that they would also still, manage the clock to make sure that that West doesn't get the ball back. But again, you know, West scored in 20 seconds also in the first half. So.
First and 10, Batali off the left side. This is going to be a nice gain there up near the 22-yard line. And Batali
Gain of 7 on the play.
gets 7 there.
On the stop for Little Hawks, Abe Bedanis. Second down and 3 for West High. Ball at the Little Hawk 22-yard line.
Clock not running because he was taken out of bounds. Takes the snap. Butalia stopped. First contact is made by the Tume.
Stop for City High. That'll bring up third down and 2.5 for West High.
Tume, a junior defensive lineman, and now 3rd and 2. If you don't get this, it's going to be a decision for Garrett Hartwig on if you're going to go for it or attempt a long field goal. They're going to let this bleed down and use a timeout with 4:12 remaining in the game. So who knew in a game with so much offense, we're thinking on both sides clock management, trying to bleed the clock as much as possible if you're West. Scoreboard lists 3rd and 3. I'd say it's a fairly short 3 yards, though. Looks more like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1.5, perhaps. Well, one thing's for sure, West has options on offense where they want to go with. They've had a lot of success trying to get their quarterback, Wallace, out in space. Kind of some misdirection, bootleg action. He's had a lot of success picking up some yards on the ground there.
Has, and a lot of rolling out and just even being patient and seeing those holes open up and rushing when he can.
See what they do here. They on the toss to Elser, he picks up the first down. An excellent play call there. And on 3rd down and 3, they get 6. Look at this play. City had a guy there too, didn't they? Kane Willie.
Hot food is now half priced at the West High concession stand.
Willie's going to be thinking about that tonight. He looked up, saw Elser right there, but Elser ran right on past, and West will try to keep draining this clock as City High gets in the backfield. Jalen Ford, we've called his name a couple of times tonight. Big D tackle. Number 10 hitting Batali right when he gets the football. Feel that one tomorrow.
Second down, 13, West High. Ball at the City High 17-yard line.
So play clock under 10, game clock under 3. Ball down to the 17-yard line. Wallace looking, goes straight ahead to the 15. City High not electing to use any timeouts yet. You can see Mitchell Moore take a peek at that clock. So this next snap will happen just in front of the 2-minute mark. And this is a gigantic play at 3rd and 10.
Please come to the press box. Your credit card has been turned in. Boyad Bakari, your credit card has been turned into the press box.
3rd down and 10. Wallace, the snap, looking for Woods. Touchdown, West.
That was beautiful.
Mason Woods, touchdown number 2 on the night.
Just thread the needle right through there.
Salem, the point after, West by 7, a little over 2 to go. We'll be back to close it out after this. (39-32), but a long ways to go. West leads by 7, but City High's offense has been tough to stop. But lately, Mason Woods with his 2nd touchdown grab, 4th touchdown of the night for Wallace, the quarterback. And we'll have 2 minutes left in this one. Cross is dropped near the 24-yard line. So $1.58. It's notable, though, that City High used no timeouts on defense. They've got 3 left. So time really not a factor here in this one.
No, absolutely not. 3 timeouts, 2 minutes left. You know, a lot of things can happen. And again, they've been playing great football. So, you know, we said this at the beginning. I think it's going to come down to the last possession, and I think that's where we're at.
So on the road, Bobby Bacon. Looking. Flushed out of the pocket, throws back across, and it's caught. That's going to be a first down for City High and a good start up to the 35-yard line. Clock stops, gives them a chance to reset. Look to the sideline and get the play call. Bacon, pump fake. Rolling right, loves to throw on the run. Coming back finds Sutherland. What a great read. Sutherland is his big tight end up near midfield. That was great there by Bacon. Sutherland's had a big night, including a touchdown catch. Clock ticks. 1:25. Again, City's got 3 timeouts. Stepping up. Logbing. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 20-yard line. Cross with an excellent catch. And look at this pass, just dropping it in there for Cross to bring it in. Clock is moving as we approach the 1 minute mark. West leads by 7. City High needs a touchdown and a point after. But they may go for 2, to be honest with you. Here's a throw. It's caught down to the 10-yard line. It's Chase Newton, and he's slow to get up. The timeout was called after the catch, so nice catch. Ooh, he got his leg twisted up there. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. I don't know if anyone's left tonight. This has been entertaining the entire way. Which is good to see for this rivalry because last year, as we mentioned, 23-8 City win, 49-0 City win a couple of years ago. West won a 7-0 game in 2021. So that was fairly close, but
due to the injured player on the field, there is no timeout assessed to Iowa City time. The clock will start on my segment.
So that's notable. They don't need to use a timeout, so City High instead has 3 left. But if you look back over the past 6-7 years, there's been several blowouts in this series. Clock running. 2nd down and 2. Bacon, empty backfield. He's going to run. He's got space along the left side. He's down to near the 5, and a good solid tackle by DeWard. And now City will use a timeout. 28 seconds left. Again, City needs a touchdown. And the point after. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Not only has this been entertaining, it's been very clean.
Yeah, it really has. You know, only a handful of penalties, you know, the whole game, and lack of turnovers. It's just been solid football tonight.
Again, 28 seconds left, but clock still not really an issue. You've got the 2 timeouts. You're going to have 4 cracks at this thing. If you're City High, got 7 yards. First and goal from the 7. Hand up. And touchdown City! Dom Salibi leaping into the end zone. What does City High do here? We'll see. Do they go for 2 or are they going to kick it?
They've gone for 2 twice.
The offense is still on the field. They may consider using a timeout here to think about it. No, they're running guys on and off the field. Yeah, they're going to. I thought they were going to use a timeout. Now they're headed back onto the field. They're going to put the ball on the left hash. City High down by 1, and they're going to go for 2. This is the ball game. West smartly calls a timeout. It's their last, however. So that's interesting, too, because you get the ball back here, and you're down.
Right.
Either way, you're not going to have a lot of time. But now you especially, well, it'll be hard for West with 0 timeouts. But you gotta, if you're West though, you gotta know what you're doing on defense.
Right,
So
exactly.
The timeout's probably more important to take right here.
Yeah, exactly. So that you just have to make sure that obviously they don't get this 2-point conversion. If you do, then you don't have to worry about what you do when you get the ball back. But either way, it's a tough situation to be in.
Boy, if we take a look at City, it's going to be interesting, one, who comes out as their running back, if they have anybody in the backfield. We've seen Salibi had just scored here. Eglin, who's been real tough, but kind of in these, inside the 5 situations, and, when they need just a few yards, they've really gone to Dawson Call, the sophomore, a little bit bigger guy. See who comes out there. It looks like they've got Call, number 25. Now they're going to bunch it up here more than they have tonight. They're going to run with it. Bacon back to throw, looking back of the end zone. It's caught, and City High converts. It was hauled in by Lampy. There is a flag on the play. That's notable. This is going to be on City High. There's still 22 seconds left. The game is not over, and now another flag has come on the field late. Courtney, this could be huge.
This could be huge. We'll see what they call, but yeah, if it's anything on City High, we have to do it over again.
Let's see if we can get a quick look at that 2-point try. It looked like West defender got a hand on it. And then on the deflection, Lampy hauled it in. Yes, definitely got a hand on it. It was DeWard, and then Lampy, the 2-pointer. And at the moment, City leads 40-39, but we have laundry all over the field. So City High, it appeared, had some players run onto the field. There was an initial flag, then there was another flag that came much later. Let's listen in. And Garrett Hartwig pleading his case.
After the drive, we have 2 dead ball fouls. Dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct. Iowa City number 18. That penalty will be enforced 15 yards from the kicking spot. We then have a dead ball unsportsmanlike conduct. Iowa City High number 66. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. Kickoff.
Okay, so 15 yards backward, and then half the distance to the goal. Where are they going to kick this thing off from? So you're talking about kicking it off from what, the 12? 12 and a half.
Back deep to receive for West High, Henry Elser. Juju Manson and Mason Woods.
Wow.
This could be huge. There's still 22 seconds left.
And you've got speedsters ready to return this thing for West. They just need a field goal.
Mm-hmm. And they scored a touchdown in 20 seconds.
Now, we saw that big return earlier where Woods handed it off to Manson. Since that point, City High's kind of done the squibs and trying to keep it away from those guys in the back. It's kind of, if they try that here, West might get it in City High territory.
Absolutely. And again, West doesn't have any timeouts, so they do have to be smart about how much they take off the clock on this kickoff.
What a finish. City leading by 1. 22 seconds left. So you figure here that West on offense is probably going to have 2 plays.
Right.
No timeouts. So they're going to give this to Woods to return it. Woods. He's up across the 45 to the 42. Clock reads 17 seconds. That was a big return by Mason Woods. And Jack Wallace in this offense trots out. Okay, so West High, their kicker is Adam Salem. He hit from 34 yards earlier. No timeouts. Clock will stop if there's a first down as they move the chains. 17 seconds left. Can't take a sack here if you're Jack Wallace. Stepping up, finds Woods. He's got a first down and more. Woods inside the 20. Are they going to tack on anything after that? Doesn't look like it, but Mason Woods with a huge catch and run, and West may call out the field goal unit now. Maybe there's 8 seconds left.
27 yards in the West High first down.
They will for the win. It'll be from 32 yards away. Adam Salem. And City High will try to ice him.
Timeout, City High. That's their second of the half.
Adam Salem, the junior kicker. As we mentioned, he hit from 34 yards away earlier. That was his season long. Last year, Salem hit a 37-yarder. This one will be right about 32, right hash. City High has one timeout remaining. West has none. From 32 yards away, Adam Salem. Kick is up, and it is short. City High.
It looks like they got a hand on it, City High.
City High's going to get flagged again for unsportsmanlike conduct. As they ran on the field again, there's still 2 seconds left. See if we can take a look at that replay. The kick was well short. See if we got a hand, if anybody got a hand on it. No, that was just short. So City High.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. Iowa City High, be half the distance to the goal. First down, City High.
So they get penalized here. It's not going to matter. They just need to take a knee. But as you take a look at this kick, never really had a chance. City High is going to win the boot for the third straight year in a thriller tonight, 40-39. And this West High offense, it was really not stopped all night. It's going to go down. City High, they can run on the field all they want now. What a finish. And these two rivals certainly respect each other. And this was one that these folks will remember for a while. City High wins it 40-39. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the second half. There were a ton of them. This one was one of the positive things tonight to happen for Adam Salem. He hit a 34-yard field goal. That made it 25-17 West. City High came back. Salibi with a 1-yard run. They would then also get the 2-point conversion and tie the game at 25. This is in the third quarter. That was a great pass. Sutherland had a huge night tonight for the Little Hawks. So game tied at 25 here in the third quarter. Wallace marched him down the field, and Mason Woods, big night for him, had a huge catch at the end of the game to set up that game-winning attempt. They went to Campbell Janis, who gets rolls across the end zone here, and West was up 32-25 going into the fourth. No quit in City High. Bobby Bacon, and this was the catch down near the 12, and then they would get it with Dawson Call into the end zone to tie it up at 32. Talked about Mason Woods. He was not done. Love this play. Woods with a catch, touchdown. And West, that would be their last points of the night, 39-32. City High with the catch here by Cross. And then the touchdown, Salibi. Keep in mind, they were down 1. City High goes for 2. And oh, what a tough break for West. The tip into the hands of City High. That put them up 40-39. And then West. So that was the crazy thing here. There were 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. There's a lot of people on the field now. There were a lot of people on the field after that 2-point conversion because City High got penalized twice. So they were kicking off on the 12.5-yard line. West gets a huge return from Mason Woods. Woods makes the big catch to get out of bounds. Keep in mind they had no timeouts, and they set up a game-winning attempt by Adam Salem, the kicker. Again, we mentioned he hit from 34 earlier. This from 32, he missed, and City held on. We're going to go catch our breath.
Right, no kidding. That was an amazing end to a great football game tonight. And
But Courtney, thanks so much. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
For everybody here at KCRG 9.2, thanks so much for tuning in. The final again, it was City High 40, West High 39. For Courtney Axline, I'm Morgan Hawk saying good night from Iowa City. A great installment of the Battle for the Boot goes to the Little Hawks from the East Side here in 2024. Have a great night.